The accounting profession is changing faster than most people realize. For decades, accounting followed a fairly predictable path: strong technical skills, long hours, steady progression, and eventually, for some, partnership or finance leadership. But that model is evolving rapidly. Technology is reshaping the profession from the ground up. Automation and AI are already taking over many of the transactional and process-driven tasks that once filled junior and mid-level roles. Bookkeeping, reconciliations, reporting workflows, increasingly, software can do them faster, cheaper, and with fewer errors. And that means the value of finance professionals is shifting. Today, businesses want more than technical accountants. They want commercially minded advisors, people who can interpret data, influence decisions, communicate clearly, and help leadership teams navigate uncertainty. The modern finance professional is becoming part analyst, part strategist, and part business partner. At the same time, the expectations of candidates are changing too. The old culture of just be grateful for the opportunity no longer works. Professionals across accounting, audit, and tax are prioritizing flexibility, well-being, career development, and purpose alongside salary. Hybrid working is now expected in many parts of the market. Employers who insist on rigid office-first cultures are finding it harder to attract and retain talent, particularly in competitive specialist areas. And there's another challenge that many firms are still underestimating: a growing skills shortage. Large numbers of experienced accountants are reaching retirement age, while fewer younger professionals are entering the profession compared to previous decades. At the same time, demand for high-quality finance talent continues to rise. That imbalance is creating real pressure across the market. We're seeing businesses compete harder for strong candidates, recruitment processes moving faster, and counter-offers becoming more common than ever. But perhaps the biggest shift of all is this: finance is no longer viewed purely as a back-office function. In modern businesses, finance leaders are central to strategy, growth, risk management, investment decisions, and transformation projects. CFOs and finance directors have long been among the most influential voices in the boardroom. But today, that same commercial thinking is increasingly expected across the entire finance function, and that changes the kind of people organizations need. Technical ability still matters. Of course it does. But increasingly, success in accounting is being defined by adaptability, communication, commercial awareness, and leadership. The profession isn't disappearing, far from it, but it is transforming. And the accountants, firms, and businesses that recognize that change early will be the ones best positioned for the future. So whether you're an accountant, finance leader, business owner, or someone considering a career in finance, understanding where the profession is heading has never been more important. If you found this video useful, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be releasing a new episode every week as part of this series covering the biggest trends shaping accounting, audit, tax, and finance careers across the UK.